A new brand of basketball. It's fast, it's furious, it's the system. This isn't just any ordinary style of play, it's a revolution on the court. A game where speed and intensity are the name of the game, and every second counts. College basketball is a game of skill, strategy, and tradition. For decades, teams have relied on meticulous planning and execution to outsmart their opponents. Coaches have spent countless hours devising plays, and players have honed their skills to perfection. We've seen legendary coaches and iconic players grace the court, leaving their mark on the sport. Their contributions have shaped the game into what it is today, creating a rich history filled with unforgettable moments and achievements. But every now and then something comes along and shakes things up. Something unconventional, something that sparks debate. It challenges the status quo and forces everyone to rethink what they know about the game. That something, my friends, is the system. Developed by Grinnell College, this unique strategy has taken the basketball world by storm. It's a high-octane approach that prioritizes speed, aggression, and relentless pressure. Imagine this, a team relentlessly pressing full court, substituting players every minute and never letting up. The pace is dizzying, the energy is electric, and the pressure is unrelenting. It's a spectacle to behold, and launching three-pointers like there's no tomorrow. The system encourages players to take risks, to shoot from beyond the arc with confidence, and to keep the scoreboard ticking at a rapid pace. That's the system in a nutshell, and it's turning heads, raising eyebrows, and dividing fans across the country. Some see it as the future of basketball, a thrilling evolution of the game. Others view it as a gimmick, a departure from the fundamentals. This ain't your grandpa's basketball, folks. It's a new era, a new way of thinking about the game. It's fast, it's furious, and it's impossible to ignore. The system is here, and it's making waves. It's fast, it's furious, and it's impossible to ignore. Some people love it, some people hate it, but no one can deny the excitement it brings to the court. The energy, the passion, the sheer unpredictability of it all. But one thing's for sure, the system is sparking a conversation about what college basketball is and what it should be. It's challenging traditions, pushing boundaries, and redefining the sport for a new generation of fans and players alike. Let's be honest, folks, sometimes traditional basketball can get a little, well, predictable. The system throws predictability out the window and injects a much-needed dose of excitement into the game. The constant action, the high-scoring affairs, the sheer audacity of it all, it's a recipe for an unforgettable fan experience.
Who needs nail-biting last-minute shots when you've got three-pointers raining down like confetti? It's a show, it's entertainment, and it's bringing a whole new level of energy to college basketball.
Some purists might scoff, but you can't deny the raw excitement that the system brings to the court. It's a roller coaster of a game, and fans are lining up for the ride. The system isn't just about the game, it's about the players. With its emphasis on constant substitutions, every player on the roster gets their moment to shine. This creates a unique sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. These players aren't just teammates, they're a band of brothers and sisters united by a common goal.
They live and breathe the system, and that shared experience creates a bond that's unbreakable. For many of these players, college basketball isn't going to lead to the NBA. But the system gives them a chance to be part of something special, something bigger than themselves.
And that, my friends, is what makes this sport so great. Section 4. The critics speak out. Is the system disrespectful to basketball tradition? Now let's address the elephant in the room. Not everyone's jumping on the system bandwagon. Critics argue that it's a gimmick, a distortion of the game we know and love. They say it disrespects the fundamentals, the history, the very essence of basketball.
And they've got a point. Basketball is a beautiful game, full of nuance and strategy. The system, with its emphasis on volume shooting and relentless pace, can feel like a departure from that. Some argue that it's less about skill and more about exploiting loopholes in the rules. They worry that it's turning basketball into a spectacle, a circus act, rather than a display of true athleticism and sportsmanship.
Section 5. The skill gap. Does the system leave players unprepared for traditional basketball? Another major criticism of the system is that it doesn't adequately prepare players for traditional basketball. If all you're doing is jacking up threes and pressing full court, what happens when you face a team that plays a more controlled, strategic game?
Critics argue that the system creates a skill gap, leaving players ill-equipped for the demands of higher levels of basketball. They worry that it's a disservice to the players, limiting their development and potentially hurting their chances of success in the long run. It's a valid concern. After all, basketball is more than just shooting threes. It's about ball handling, passing, defense, and teamwork.
Section 6, Grinnell College, a case study in the system and its evolution. No conversation about the system would be complete without mentioning Grinnell College. This institution has become a focal point for basketball enthusiasts and analysts alike, who are fascinated by its unique approach to the game. This small liberal arts college in Iowa has become synonymous with this unconventional style of play. The system, as it is known, is characterized by its fast pace, high scoring, and relentless pressure on the court. Under the guidance of coach David Arsenault Jr., Grinnell has taken the system to new heights, shattering scoring records and turning heads in the process. His innovative strategies have not only brought success but have also sparked debates about the future of basketball.
But even at Grinnell, there's an acknowledgement that the system needs to evolve. The game of basketball is constantly changing, and staying ahead requires continuous adaptation. Arsenault Jr. has placed a greater emphasis on defense, recognizing that a team can't rely solely on outscoring its opponents. This shift in focus is a testament to his understanding of the game's complexities. This evolution suggests that the system isn't just about chucking up threes. It's about finding a way to win, even if it means adapting and adjusting the game plan. The willingness to evolve and refine strategies is what keeps Grinnell College at the forefront of innovative basketball.
Section 7, Net Ranking Controversy, another kind of controversy on the court. While the system is causing a stir on the court, another controversy is brewing in the world of college basketball rankings, the net rankings. The net, or NCAA evaluation tool, was introduced to provide a more analytical and data-driven approach to ranking college basketball teams. Unlike traditional ranking systems that rely heavily on human polls and subjective opinions, the net aims to bring a level of objectivity to the process. Just like the system challenges traditional notions of how the game should be played, the net rankings are shaking up how we evaluate teams. It incorporates factors like game results, strength of schedule, game location, scoring margin, and net efficiency. However, the net rankings have not been without controversy. Critics argue that the system's lack of transparency and its heavy emphasis on strength of schedule can lead to skewed results.
The NET, NCAA evaluation tool, is supposed to provide a more objective way to rank teams, but its lack of transparency and its emphasis on strength of schedule have sparked debate. Teams that play in stronger conferences may have an advantage, while those in weaker conferences might find themselves unfairly penalized. This has led to situations where teams with impressive win-loss records are ranked lower than expected, causing frustration among coaches, players, and fans alike. Teams like UCLA, who are undefeated and ranked number 1 in human polls, have found themselves lower in the net rankings, raising questions about fairness and potential bias. This discrepancy has fueled ongoing debates about the validity and effectiveness of the net system. The controversy surrounding the net rankings highlights the broader challenges of creating a perfect system for evaluating and ranking college basketball teams. No system is without its flaws, and the net is no exception.
This controversy highlights the challenges of finding a perfect system for ranking teams. As the debate continues, it remains to be seen how the net rankings will evolve and whether they will gain wider acceptance in the college basketball community. Just like the system on the court, the net rankings are a work in progress, and only time will tell how they'll ultimately impact college basketball. The journey to find the most accurate and fair way to rank teams is ongoing, and the net is just one step in that direction.